every time I drink Jameson, I think of him.
That was the whole fucking story?
Yeah, so it wasn't a big thing. That's why I didn't know.
Bullshit. I want to hear the whole story now.
We used to bet on bowling. Every fifth frame,
here we go.
Loser would have to buy a shot, and typically I would lose, but Tip would still buy the shots. And he always would say, raise a glass and tell a tale.
And is it just where you get a glass of Jameson and pickle juice?
Yeah, take the shot of Jameson and then chase it with pickle juice.
Makes sense. Pickle
that pickleback,
fucking amazing.
I used to do that with tequila because I don't like drinking Jose at a bar.
Oh, I've never tried it with.
Is it the vinegar?
Yeah.
I would imagine it would work with anything.
Is it the vinegar that kills it?
I think probably, but
yeah,
I'm not sure. I just know that
it's
when everybody wanted to do Patron and shit. Like I don't like Patron. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like 1800 really like that.
Oh, not 1800 guy.
I don't know.
I could do any of them. Tequilas. I like them all.
Wheels up.
Wheels up, fellas. That is not a slow roll.
No.
That is let's get it right now.
Guys.
And it got me. Got me so much I lost my beer.
Woo-hoo.
I'm about to get black Irish.
Oh.
Black and tan. A pickleback would have really came in handy just now.
Yeah.
Hey. That's a good one, Mikey. I see what you did there.
I don't really know what I did just now, but...
The black and tan. I was going to get black Irish.
I like it.
You said that? Who said it? I don't even know who said it.
I don't know where
I was
we're
so
at.
in my own
Are you even
head.
here right now, Drewski? You've been in your phone way too much lately,
I was thinking,
man.
I need fucking pickle juice is what I was thinking, boys. I don't
you
think
act like you had the afternoon I had.
Dude, I don't think Jameson goes with Conor McGregor's beer. I don't think they get along or something because that did not mix well. That was not a good chaser,
Give
bro.
me a chill.
Yeah.
That coffee you guys are drinking?
Dude, the last time we drank these, I got off the wall excited.
I'm not sure the last time you drank it, we actually finished the pod.
It says amp right on it. Can't be good.
It's fucking Conor McGregor shit, man.
Yeah, I've seen him. Everybody thinks he's on cocaine. Maybe he's just amped up on his own coffee beer.
I would disagree on that.
You think?
Yeah.
I'd like to think of Conor McGregor cocaine and hookers. You know what I mean? Like, if there's one person that's a cocaine and hookers type of guy, I don't know. Maybe I'm out of line. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, man. This is our St. Patrick's Day special here at the Land You're Playing podcast. What was that?
Oh, that's all.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Oh, okay. I thought you were putting your
up?
pinkies up. I was about to say, I don't think the Irish do that shit. I think they're like too manly to do that shit.
That they do now.
They're fancy Irish.
Drewski McGregor over here.
Are there fancy Irish?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what kind of Irish are there.
I think I think they're just like us. I bet you.
I feel like they're all thugs that just drink and beat the shit out of each other. And I love it.
I don't think that either.
I don't think that at all.
I think they're.
That's what I think.
There is kind of a civil war over there, but
And I also
don't
do
even
like
know
to think
about
that they're like all their like gangsters and shit over there are wearing those 3-piece suits. You know.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of sick.
I want to give me a 3-piece
So
suit.
do I. I want the one with the vest. It's fitted right. Like we don't wear suits right out here.
Oh, we definitely don't.
Yeah.
The bullshit we had for my wedding, like I look back at it, I'm
yeah.
like, why the fuck didn't I just wait till I could buy all my boys like fitted stuff? Because like it was all baggy. Even I mean, it was all baggy and just stuff.
You didn't have people go get fitted?
No, we did, but rented tuxes and suits, like they're still not fitted. You know what I mean?
Tailored as, yeah.
And they're also
We want like tailored.
They don't fit like that smoking jacket you got, bro.
No.
That motherfucking blue smoking jacket you got.
I gotta wear it Friday. I'll put it on today just to fucking walk around the house.
That thing's sharp.
We got to dress over the podcast one day.
Maybe we should do it for the anniversary episode, or
Maybe this is
somebody's
as dressed
birthday.
up as Drewski gets, so I'll come.
Drewski put out a new
No,
hoodie and he
he's
was
a liar.
like, this is it.
He wore what do you call them? Irish hats. You wore it to the 8 Mile party.
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember that? You probably didn't even meet Drewski at the 8 Mile party.
Drewski, I
you
promise
left
you,
before
man.
you got there, I think.
If I left literally 5 minutes after you left, because this is the only, or after you got there, this is the only guy that invites me to the 8 Mile extravaganza and doesn't show up until last call.
I was in a wedding that day. Like,
Oh yeah, you didn't.
I was
show up till late.
in
That's
a
right.
wedding. But then when I got there, it was on.
Who did
That
I
was a
go
great
with
night.
to meet you?
Who?
How did I get there?
Derek.
Kaiser. He went to it. Oh yeah. I remember now. I remember the whole.
Shameless plug. Shout out to Dr. Derek and Adjusted Health Chiropractic for sponsoring our studio space. And
That
Dr.
one was
Casey.
fun. Yes.
But yeah, you were wearing a Irish, whatever you call them hats.
A hooligan hat.
No,
Hooligan
like
hat.
a driver's hat.
No, it's a hooligan hat. I don't like to wear driver's hat.
He doesn't feel tough enough
Okay.
as a driver.
I will say this: those hats, and like,
And I gotta
that
fucking pick
style
him up
is-
every week. So
Yeah.
dude, it's a hooligan hat.
You're got the driver's hat on.
What's them dudes from London? Peaky Blinders. That show.
They wear those
Yep.
too. Yep.
They wear that with the razors in them. Mm-hmm. They're so fucking dope.
I want to watch that show.
That like style of like gangster
They're
stuff.
London?
Was like, how do they afford to get fitted if they're like?
No,
you
not
know what I mean?
London, but they're Europe.
Because they're all fitted,
They're,
right? How does that?
They're
make
not
sense?
Irish though.
No.
How does that make sense though? That they're all wearing those custom fitted suits. Like, there's no way they're making a ton of money. Not every guy on the fucking crew, but they're forced to wear like.
You have to
No.
take back bottles, or your family
Yeah, but
skips
if you-
eating
you
to
got
go.
to wear
If you
dress
think
nice.
about it, back in that day though, like when you was the man, like they probably didn't pay for suits. Like they went to a tailor
You're
down
right.
the street and they traded either protection for these suits or goods for these suits, you know, or
I wish
somebody
I could
owed them
trade
money. You know what I
protection
mean?
For suits.
Protection from them though. That's what's so dope. It's like,
Yeah, right.
You're not-
Yeah, when you're creating the reason that you need protection, it's kind of easy. To
I'm
go ahead
pulling
and
up to Jones for Men this week. Like, listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna need this suit,
fucking.
and I'll make sure you're good here, Monroe.
Mikey turns Irish all of a sudden.
That guy actually did a little bar
Mikey's got 5 fingers, but he only talks with 3.
I wish I was a tough guy, man. That'd be great.
Mikey, you're tough in my book, man. I've heard you before. I've heard you say, man, I said, bitch. You know that Key and Field skit.
and you know what? You can look the part as long as nobody touches you and sees how quickly you bruise. I think
Bro, you got the
can play
tats?
part.
Fucking
Yeah.
hats and tats, Mikey?
Cody Garbrandt looking motherfucker.
You're like a
Such
legend
a-
already, man, just with the hats and tats name.
Such a lover, though, not a fighter. And I bruise like a peach.
Yeah.
This guy
Oh, look at your hand
punched me
just
in
from
the forehead.
Tell him why though. You just can't just say somebody punched in the forehead.
Long story short, he punched me in the forehead, and it instantly swelled up like I had a golf ball under
That's
my
not the story,
forehead.
TJ. So, sadly, we were playing a game like where you run by and sock each other in the arm, right? And I told him truce, right? Well, before we were leaving, fucker socked me again. Actually threw a dog toy at me. And he's like, okay, Mikey, hold your hands up. Or I'm going to punch you in the forehead. And he thought I was lying. I was like, I swear to God, if you don't put your hand up and let me punch your hand, at least, I'm punching you right in the forehead. Popped him. Instantly felt bad. His whole fucking head swelled
Damn,
up.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not bullshitting. You flick me hard enough, I'll bruise.
So funny.
We
I
ain't
might
gonna-
be anemic,
man,
maybe that.
Hey, we gonna keep it between us. We ain't gonna tell nobody else that. I mean, all the viewers and listeners and all that, they know. But I'm saying we ain't gonna tell nobody else that, Mikey.
Oh,
Because
if you
sometimes
bruise me,
sometimes
somebody will pull up on you to
Sometimes-
correct that bruise.
Mikey does shit like this. You ever see Mikey? Well, obviously you have, because you've seen him your whole life. Where he does this thing where he looks up, but down through his eyes at you or at somebody when he's mad.
Hands in his pocket or to the side, yeah. Like, or in his front pocket, yeah. Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's serious. You ever notice that?
Bronco always
Oh,
says
yeah.
when my hat goes backwards.
Have you ever
I
seen
get
it against
serious.
you?
Oh, that's when you're drunk.
Hey, wait, TJ, has he ever done it to you?
No.
Oh, I got it one night. I got a serious
No.
Mikey talking to one.
No. You know when I noticed it? That time we talked about it before. That time when he kicked my wings.
Oh yeah, he was mad.
But
at everybody.
earlier when you were talking to that dude that you were mad at while we went outside in the first place, that's the first time I seen like the
Farther his head
look
goes
through
right.
the.
And I didn't just kick your wings out of nowhere. I thought it was
It ain't about the
trash on
wings,
the
Mikey.
floor.
We're not going back to this, okay? All right, I'm talking about your. I'm
we can
talking
move
about your
past
low
it.
eye. We ain't got to talk about my wings, man. I'm going to Jerry's on Wednesday. I'm going to Jerry's to go get me some wings.
Are you?
Yeah, if you want to join.
I will be out of town, but I would love to soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
We should go to
leave on that.
Sweetwater soon too. I love
Ooh,
Jerry's,
yes.
I don't know
but
what
I
that
just
is.
seen somebody post some Sweetwater
I love
wings,
Sweetwater wings, man.
and then I can't remember if they said it sarcastically or was being serious, like these wings suck or these wings aren't that good. I think it was sarcastic,
It's better been sarcastic because.
Are they good?
but there was a bunch of comments about it.
'Cause Peaks-
They're
what's it
chicken
called?
tenders because you guys
Twin
know I'm a
Peaks.
boneless guy.
Tiki
Peaks-
tendies.
Twin Peaks has
Chicken tendies there are the best at Sweetwater.
better than Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks boneless wings with the spicy garlic. I'll still swear on everything that their spicy garlic's the best there is.
But not the crispy. That's I see what you're saying. Like it's
You-
different.
we'll
It's
go
everything,
to-
so it's hard to judge.
Maybe we'll do a little special there. A quick little
Let's do
thing of
let's,
Sweetwater.
yeah, man. Let's do like a
Day in
let's do a
Detroit.
whole day in Detroit because like two places
Oh
I
my
gotta
God.
hit is
Say it.
Bucharest
You
and
been?
Sweetwater. Those are the two places
You
I
will
have to hit
fucking
when I'm in the
love
city.
Bucharest.
I've been to a couple places down there, but they were like way too fancy for me.
No, these aren't fancy.
No, this is regular
So
folks
we'll
shit.
be
man.
right at home.
I never heard of
right
either one of them.
downtown.
I've only went to like 6 places down there. If it's not on the way to what's it called? That bar, the 4-stage bar.
Bucharest, you
Irish
can't
bar.
get nothing bad there.
What's the Irish bar?
Oh,
Four-
Shillelagh.
Yeah, there we go.
Right down the street.
it?
Well, yeah, because they got
It's right.
they got like Bucharest after they moved from Elizabeth, like they kind of like franchised and they ended up making like 4 of them.
Okay.
They used to be one right in Elizabeth, real small spot. Like you basically got to walk in, tell them your order. There might be a line outside. They might just come outside and take your order. It's like that. But the new spots are actually like sit down, and they have enough of them to where it's not overcrowded. But no, yes, Drewski, you own to something, dog.
The smell of it is
I
amazing.
will tell
Yes.
you, Wingstop, when it was in Atlanta, when I went to Atlanta, right, for that Packers game, Wingstop, like before it became like this big thing, had the best wings I've ever had. We had like 75 wings and all flavors. It didn't matter the flavor you got. The wings were just so good, it didn't matter. Even if you know how I am, I like spicy shit. But like everything was
He
good.
don't like spicy shit. He likes hot shit. Give me the hottest sauce you got. And then he's like, "You want to try one?" I'm like, "Are you
Drewski.
crazy?"
Drewski.
No.
I just fucked up the mango habanero.
Oh,
I bought 3 packs.
They're the
I
best.
told Mikey I was gonna wait for him, and hey, cuz was tripping. He was
He's
waiting
talking about
too long.
those brats.
from
Oh,
beer
those are good
cooler.
too. I thought you were talking about the sauce at Buffalo Wild Wings. I
No,
like that
that's
shit
too
too.
hot there for me, man.
Uh,
I like the
He says, "Give me
Caribbean
the
jerk
hottest you
there.
got."
That's it. You know what? Matter of fact, why we talking about food, man? You know, it's our St. Patrick's Day shit.
Yeah.
Y'all ever fuck with Donnie's Jigs dinners that he does on St. Patrick's Day over at Larson's? You never had the corned beef and cabbage?
Larson's.
From Larson's. Yeah, look at your shirt
From
from
Larson's.
Larson's. Yeah, man, he does a hell of a jig dinner, man. For real.
Do you eat?
Corned beef and cabbage.
I don't like corned beef.
Me neither.
Really? Y'all don't fuck.
I
with
just
corned
tried it
beef?
for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I ate it that day to get it down,
My
but I would never like, hey, I want to have this for dinner again.
The only time I've ever even almost liked it, my grand Bev, she knew how to cook some shit. She cooked it. Sometimes I was like, I could deal with it. When she made it, no other corned beef I've ever had that I was like, oh, this is good. Like I've always hated
And
it.
the smell of cabbage. Oh my!
I love
God.
fried cabbage.
I do like
bro.
cabbage.
You crazy?
The smell
man.
of it?
I fucking love it.
You
The
don't
smell
like
of that in your house.
Everything.
You don't like boiled
everything.
dinner?
Everything about it. I
Boiled
bathe in it.
dinner.
Boiled dinner's like my favorite thing.
I'd rather just drink boiling water.
But if you do,
I'd like to stuck your
But-
face in
but-
boiling water, you piece of shit.
traditionally, I mean, it wasn't just corned beef though. Traditionally, Irish shit, like they used to use pork too. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't fuck with
From like Jewish people, they would do like this whole, like they would trade shit around this time for the celebration when it became a celebration. This is back in like the 1700s and shit, 1800s maybe. And so they started off actually with pork. Corned beef didn't become a thing. You know, I'm a foodie, so I be reading into this shit.
It's gonna sound stupid. I don't even know what corned beef actually is, like meat wise, where it comes from. You know?
Mikey,
Is it pork? Or
well, if
is
it's
it
No,
beef, it
it's
doesn't have to
beef.
be beef. It has to be a cow. If it's beef,
corned beef? Yeah, I guess so.
has to be.
Yeah, I'm not a foodie. I eat chicken tendies. I have no idea.
yeah, but you don't. But I'm saying, have you tried have you tried this? This is a big Detroit thing. Have you tried the corned beef egg rolls?
I have.
I literally won't.
Gosh.
I'll avoid anything that says corned beef.
I can't.
Oh
say
my
that I
god, you
have.
can go to so many different places. I bet you Sweetwater has them.
I can't say that I have, but I would try them because I love the egg roll texture.
Man, corned beef and cabbage, the potatoes and shit.
Oh, it's got
Donnie,
cabbage in it.
Potatoes.
Yeah, Donnie fucking
Pick it
kills it. And it's what day? What day is also St. Patrick's Day, Mikey? Your boy, give him a shout out. Give your boy a shout
Donnie?
out. Yeah,
From Larson's.
yeah.
I don't know what to shout
It's
him.
his birthday.
Oh no, it's a different Donnie.
Oh, that Donnie, you're Donnie.
Oh, shit.
I
Or
mean,
your other
both-
they're both your Donnies.
both my Donnies.
Yeah,
Both my Donnies.
yes. Please elaborate
But-
because I said that.
St. Patty's Day is my boy Donnie Thompson's birthday. He passed away in September, but we're still celebrating this year. We'd always call each other. I mean, I'd call him because it was his birthday.
Yeah.
But I would always call him all fucked up because that's what I did on St. Patty's Day, and he'd be all fucked up too because he was a partier.
Also, your birthday is literally around the 4th of July. I'm sure you didn't.
Yeah, so no, he would call me.
same.
Yeah, he'd call me on my birthday all drunk. But yeah, so St. Patty's Day is actually his birthday, March 17th. Dude was just so influential, like on a like critical time in my life. I could have went this way or this way, like the fork in the road, and he kind of gave me that nudge to put me down the path I'm on now. So
He told you to tighten up before
told
tighten
me
up
to
was a
tighten up. So salute to him. Happy birthday.
Yeah, let's hey man.
Miss and love you, my man.
Let's cheers to Donnie.
Love you, Donnie.
Oh, he would have loved this shit. So his wife Sherry's always like, I wish Donnie could see this because he would fucking love the shit you guys are doing.
Man,
He'd just be calling me every week laughing like, you fuckers, I can't believe you did this.
for
Or,
all the
promise you,
stories
you
you
wanna
tell
be
me,
on it,
I was about to
like-
say all the
Yeah.
stories you tell me, he would just pop in this motherfucker. He would just bust up in the motherfucker.
oh,
Him,
fucking.
him and Jeff be sitting right there.
Yeah, so Jeff Ball, we went on this real quick sidetrack
No.
story. We went on a golf. Me and Donnie used to do this golf outing every year around Father's Day. So we were going one time. I invited Drewski out. I think he was running late or something. So it was me, Donnie, and his buddy Jeff before I knew who Jeff was. And then Drewski shows up, and they start talking like they know each other. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys know each other? Well, they knew each other from some other shit.
Derek adjusted health. Yeah, he
Okay,
introduced
yeah.
us. Yeah, funniest fucking guy.
So then, like, I mean, we were just a day on the course with the boys, and Drewski had this exploding golf ball that he pranked Donnie with and, like, put down, and Donnie's, like, going to fucking just crack this thing and it explodes. Like, there's a video of it. We'll
That's
show you the
dope.
video, but, yeah, Jeff Ball, like, it was just a great day on the course.
Yeah, he told me, he's like, I'd have fucked you up if you'd have did that to me. I was like, no way.
He's,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
and I mean this respectfully, like, he's, like, an old school, like, hillbilly guy that's just fucking great. Like, a real,
Dude,
a legit
give you the
tough
shirt
guy.
off his back, but also wouldn't let nobody step on your toes. Like, and him and Donnie were both like old school together, and it's kind of great.
Oh, they were friends?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
So we were
Okay,
all
okay.
out
I
on
get
the
what you're
course.
saying.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
I was
That's how I
wondering
didn't
how
know
they're
how
all
he-
together at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't
did
know
this
how
happen?
Drewski knew Jeff. Like, it was just a crazy tie-in.
And I only knew Donnie through him, right? Like I knew his stepson. I knew Derek, but I never really until like we got older and he started bringing Donnie around, like not just like as like a father figure, but like a friend, like because he's fun to hang out with. And then got to know him. Like Jesus Christ, this guy might be one of the funniest people you ever talked to.
The last quick Donnie story, and then we can move on. So the first day he got a new boat.
Hold on. Can I pause you real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
There on this podcast, there can be Donnie time any fucking time you
Yeah.
guys want. I love listening to the legendary stories, man.
Dude.
I'm kind of, me and John Rivera were just talking about this. John has told me stories about him because you brought him to the barber shop. You know what I mean? I hear all these people talk stories. I'm like, there's never been a bad Donnie story. But anyway, go ahead.
It's crazy that you say that about John because we were, I was going to get lined up to go down to Florida for the funeral. And I was like, we were just talking about him, and it didn't even hit me until like a month later. I go back to John's, and he was just talking about Don. I don't know why he brought him up, but I'm like, fuck. I'm like, John, he's been here. And he's like, the guy that you brought here. So one day I had to go pick Donnie up to do something. He was in town. So I had to go pick him up, and I'm like, yo, you got time? I'm like, I know I sound like a diva. I'm like, I got to go get my beard lined up real quick. And he started laughing. He's like, typical Mikey shit. He's like, let's go. So like he just went to the shop and was just chopping it up with all the guys, and he just had so much fun. He's like,
I heard it ended up being a good day where like
dude,
there's a lot of people that came
everybody
through
was there.
there.
And
Yeah.
just Mogi came by. I mean, just so many different types of people. So Donnie like texts me. He's like, make sure you tell John and all those guys like thank you for like welcoming me. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's just how they are. Like it's fun at the shop. But I told John, I'm like, dude, he's been here. And he's like, the guy you brought? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, you're telling me all these stories now. And I had no idea that was him. But yeah, I brought him to the shop. So
John remembers all the stories.
Yeah.
He's actually told me
Crazy.
stories that you've said, and they match up exactly. Shout out to John Rivera, man. Shout out to John Rivera at his not at his new barbershop.
I didn't know where you wanted to go with it.
I didn't even know how to cover that up, but the barber, John the barber.
the barber.
Shout out to my cousin Nitty, who was there for a long time.
Oh, Frank.
Nitty's actually over. So I just found out today, Nitty's cutting that Kopi spot, man.
Okay.
Yep, he done linked up with Jeff. Because
Oh, he's
of,
cutting it. Nice.
Yep,
nice.
because John's got to do his new setup. He's working on that new spot. So in the meantime, Nitty's going over to get with Jeff, so you can get your hair cut. You get you a little pick me up, kind of like what y'all doing, a little pick me up, but just without the alcohol. Because that shit's got some shit in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
it
like,
does, and I don't know if it's the day I had or what, but I'm already feeling these drinks.
I got some Spry myself. That's all I know. Like, I'm fucking ready to go. One more quick Donnie story that's pretty funny. So at his wedding, right, I have to give a speech. This speech, now, TJ, you see how nervous I am before we even start these podcasts. Like, I'm a lunatic. I don't like it. Fucking all of Mikey's friends, like, what, we got 160 people in this fucking Moose Lodge? I was already like, this sucks. So I have a very specific way I have to do this. The way I've memorized, if I don't say the first part, nothing works. It all falls apart. First part is I take Mikey's hand, put it over April's hand, said this is the last time you have the upper hand of the relationship, right? Mm-hmm. It's just a thing that I had. I had a lot of help writing this fucking thing to make sure it was good. So I'm sitting there and I'm like prepping myself. I'm like slapping my knees. I'm like, all right, here we go, right? Like almost like I'm getting ready for a fight. Like I'm getting pumped for this fucking thing. They're about to hand the mics to me and my sister Heather, who I know is also going to crush it. She's going to blow everybody's doors off. And then Donnie comes up. He's like, can I get that real quick? He takes the mic and he goes, hey guys, I'm Donnie. I'm Mikey's like pseudo father-in-law, whatever you want to say. And he's like, now watch this. He's like, Mikey, can I have your hand? And he puts it on April's hand. I look at my sister. I'm like, no, you can't do this. And he goes, what? This is the last time you'll. And when he starts saying it, I looked at my sister Heather and I died in my chair. I swear to God. I could ask Mikey.
Oh no!
I don't even remember what I said at this speech. Nobody's videotaped it. Nobody has.
Were you nervously blacked out or alcohol blacked out?
It was a little bit of both. A little bit of both
for sure.
Because I had sunglasses on and I thought it was a dark room.
Does somebody have the video?
So there isn't a video. I'm so disappointed in everybody else that nobody grabbed a video.
Well, you did get married like 18 years ago.
But it was great because after like
there
Donnie
wasn't. What I'm saying is there wasn't phones.
It wasn't.
When you got married, you're that old. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was in a situation when I got married, so it was a real low profile, no phone situation. We'll talk about it later. Okay. But what's funny is whenever Donnie did that, I look at Drewski and I'm not bullshitting you. He's wearing his sunglasses and he's just looking up, just staring. I'm like, what's wrong with him right now? Like, and then I figured out later what was going on. He was trying to think of a new speech because that was the beginning of his speech. I'm like, this is fucking great.
Just freeballed it. I swear I wish we had that fucking video. I always say this. I always tell you this, Mikey. We've talked about this before on some real G shit. Me and Mikey known each other, who each other were, but we're not how we are now. We just were acquaintances or knew who each other were. And I always am thankful that we didn't meet before. I just think that things work out for a reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? I always say that because he went through certain trials and tribulations. I went through certain trials and tribulations and just wasn't ready. But the one thing that I wish that I fucked with you like we fuck with each other now, like, you know, brother shit is back then when you got married.
I wish, yeah. We're gonna redo it again, honestly.
Like a Mikey April marriage to me, like in my mind, obviously I wasn't there, so the only thing I think in my mind, because I know y'all some ride or die motherfuckers, and April's more gangster than anybody in the family. You know what I mean? I'm just like, man, what like a badass wedding that probably was.
She's close second because my grandma was dancing with who was it?
Oh shit! Brought Gam into the motherfucking. So, yeah. Okay, then.
So Trick, his wife,
I forgot the guy's name.
His sons BH and Roscoe came. And she was dancing with all of them. Like
she was dancing with the Goon Squad Mafia.
Yeah. So
she got 7 shit.
Trick's like smoking as much weed as he had on him, and then comes in. He's like texting me. He's like, "This caterer is about that life," and he's just smashing some vegetarian food. Grandma Faro is dancing with the Goon Squad, like, and they were all like. They all left and text me at separate times. They're like, Mikey, we had so much fun at your wedding. Like your grandma didn't get off that dance floor and was just a ball to hang out with. Yeah. Like, it was just. We're gonna redo it again because, like, at the time we were doing a little different. You know what I mean? So we're gonna redo it and as like a vow or new. Yeah. We're gonna do something like that and just do a bigger party and all that stuff.
I remember Jake telling me, or I think it was you might have told me the story. Jake was confirming it one day when we was at Trick's 50th party. I brought it up because I met Trick's wife. Mm-hmm. And the reason why it came up is because she remembered Jake, I guess, from sitting behind them at the wedding. But you told me this story about Jake. The next time Jake seen Trick, he walked up to him from a bunch of people and was like, hey, what's up? Where's your wife? And Trick didn't remember that he met Jake from the wedding and they sat next to each other, behind each other, whatever. And he just looked at him. You had to tell him, oh yeah, remember they sat behind you with Jake when we was at Trick's 50th and I met Trick's wife right after she walked away, dog. We brought that story back up and fucking Jake had me in tears. Dog. He was like, I didn't even realize. I didn't realize I was probably about to die.
I'm so glad I was there in that moment. Because like I seen it all go down, and then and Jake means no harm.
Right.
They were joking because Trick was up mingling, and some people wanted to take pictures, so Trick was just busy.
Right.
So his wife was sitting there by herself, and then Jake comes up and jokingly said something about, I guess I'll be your date tonight or something.
I think he said, well, didn't he say, I think I know what he said. Remember? He said, I don't know if he said this was a wedding or that. Like, I wasn't there at the 50th, but he did say at some point, right? If I was your date, I would never leave you. I would never leave you alone or something like that. Isn't that right?
I don't know if he said that. I'm going to say that he didn't say that.
Something crazy,
I don't know.
right? Just some wild thing you never.
But regardless, I'm glad I was there in that moment because I was running around that day. So being there in that moment to make sure he understood what Jake was talking about was great because
Just the nicest guy, too. It's so crazy.
a nice guy, but when it comes to his money and his family, it's
I'm also meaning Jake, not just Trick. But
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Jake is also
Yeah, he's still,
Don't
he's
talk
still
about
thinking
his
about it
wife.
like, shit, man.
I mean, with any man too,
right. Well, no,
you could take it the wrong way talking about a man's wife, and not good.
that's happened to you before. And your head, as we're talking about your head going back.
All right. Okay. Wait a
Got back
minute.
to- I think on this night you got back to here. You were looking down at that motherfucker like, keep talking, guy.
you guys.
I don't even know, but probably.
I could tell you a name. You want me to drop it on the
No.
pod? Okay. He meant no harm either. He's special. Now you know.
I'll just take it away. Mikey's
you
giving me
tell-
that
you
look
tell-
just
you tell,
now.
yeah.
Mikey just started giving me that look just now.
Head started going back. His head started going back.
Keep it moving.
Hey,
Getting nitroed out. Didn't even know what to do.
I'm on.
I fucking froze. Like, what do we do here? I love
I'm on like this
Oh, I
this
am
whole
hammered,
different.
boys.
See, Drewski's the type of person that when I worked at bars for 7 years. I've worked at bars for 9 years, 8 years, as everything from a bartender to a door guy, bouncer, whatever you want to call it, bar back, promoter, all this shit.
That was a hard breath.
And I fucking hated St. Patrick's Day. Hated it. My last day of ever working in a bar was on St. Patrick's Day. Me and Smitty, I said, fuck this. I'm out. It was daytime. It was still daylight out. It was at Beeks downtown. I told Jimmy, hey, man, figure it out. I'm done. And I gave him my radio, and I fucking walked down to McGady's and met up with Smitty, Smitty's dad, mom, and sister, and we ripped about 4 or 5 shots. I mean, bah, 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 bah. It was like that. It was like a Waka Flocka song. Bah, 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 bah,
Just
bah.
running through 'em.
Just running through them, right? And then I went back down to Beeks and was like, I'm here to fucking have fun. Like, fuck all y'all. I'm still gonna go behind the bar, pour my own drinks, the whole fucking shit that I would do if I still worked there. And it was the most mayhem. It was the perfect night to quit because it was mayhem. I'm talking about motorcycle clubs. Sorry, not gangs. Motorcycle clubs
Watch it.
fighting. Yeah, I know. Fucking, there was athletes fighting. There was chicks fighting. Like, it was the wild. So St. Patrick's Day this day fell on a Saturday. Laura, shout out to Laura and all her athletics. I had seen her earlier in the day, and when she seen me later on that night, she was just like, I'm taking you to your house. Like, you need somebody to take you home because this is you look crazy. Man. So anyway, with that being said, like,
I know exactly when you're talking about it. I remember a night at Beeks that just all hell broke loose.
well, that's always.
Well, no, this is when Wade lived downtown, so we could just walk there, and it was
St.
like
Patrick's Day?
yeah, and it was one of those nights where everything seemed to get away from everybody.
Absolutely.
Because what we heard was everybody started drinking at like 12.
It was a Saturday. It was one of them years where it landed on a Saturday, which is horrible.
Should be illegal.
Well, Pete's does that. I don't know if they still do it. They did 50-cent green beers.
Yep.
Oh no, it started at like 25 cents and then went up per hour or something.
Yeah, so people were. So by the time people made it downtown
Which
that
is
year,
horrible.
everybody-
Which is actually illegal, by the way. You can't change the price of a certain drink within your open to close period. Sorry, that's the bar guy in me. Fucking.
I don't know about that, but I know I was
dealt with
drunk
the
and puking by 9 a.m.
green puke, yeah, it was the worst.
You was puking by 9 a.m.
Walked home.
Thank God for where you.
Yeah,
live,
I was
man.
with Jake. I was with Jake LaPlante. I walked home from Pete's, puked, and then he's like, "You going to Larson's?" I'm like, "Yep, pick me back up."
You were running it. You were running it, right? You did. You were doing. You were like.
Did it
there-
for a couple of consecutive years.
Yeah,
was my thing for a minute.
was way worse.
Wait, what are you talking about?
He worked.
Being at 7. No, I wasn't working.
I thought you were the. I thought one of the years Bud Light was there doing a thing. Am I crazy?
Oh, that's when you work for the company that you never worked for.
Oh, so,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a ghost thing. All right, you were just
Yeah,
there.
you give me the look, Mikey. I know.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, you see, I picked.
But I was-
Hey, you see, he just gave me that
I was-
look again. You see, he just gave me
same
that
here.
look
I was-
again.
I
It
was
wasn't all the way
drinking.
cocked back, but he gave me that look. Like, anyway,
So it made it way worse though that you were there early. We'll call it that. We'll say.
If I worked in the bar business, I would call off that day every year. And if they wanted to fire me, I'd say, respectfully, let's part ways.
Well, at the job you didn't have, the gig was kind of nice because you got to go there and just drink. It seemed like with everybody, all the patrons.
Yeah, but the place I worked didn't fucking pay for it, so I had to pay for it.
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, Mike.
it's
Yeah.
one of those. It's one of those.
It's a wild-
St. Patrick's Day is
like
one of
that.
those days. It depends on what you're doing. It depends on if it's even worth being there.
Yeah.
So like the day that I quit, I was doing security. And security is the worst thing you can ever do on St. Patrick's Day. So many times, because I'm not no 6'7" big dude. You know what I mean? I'm 6 foot with some good Timbs on. You know what I mean? And at the time, like I was in a little bit of shape, but I'm the smallest bouncer. You know what I mean? I got people like Kung Fu Panda, Tony. Remember Tony
Oh, yeah.
DiCarlo?
Yep.
You know what I mean? These motherfuckers like he's 6'5", like triple black belt and shit. You know what I mean? I got these guys, and they would always, whenever somebody gets drunk on St. Patrick's Day, it's the old saying, either I'm fucking or I'm fighting. And what do? They see, that's the mark. Like I'm the mark because I'm the smallest one out of everybody. You know what I mean? And it was always me having to end up kicking ass. And I'm gonna say that. I
see, I didn't know. I thought you were doing something. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna say this, and I can say this because
No door guy. He's gone.
I've taken losses in my life. Don't get it twisted. I've never taken an L on St. Patrick's Day, and I think it's only because I've been working, and these motherfuckers is puddly, and even the biggest motherfucker, I just like D Mills. You know what I mean? Shout out to D Mills, Mr. 16-0, WBC, cruiserweight silver. Such and such. I'm getting it wrong right now a little bit. I got everything right.
Champ is here.
The champ is here. Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't even know why that just came in my head, but hey, shout out to D Mills. D Mills just won 16-0. Just won his fight.
I'm not
Motor
throwing
City.
anybody under the bus here.
But anyway,
But I will say that night that you're talking about, that I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same fucking night, TJ, that I went back to somebody's house with 3 people, and I know for a fact, they can call me a liar on YouTube later, motherfuckers. Everybody pissed the bed where they were sleeping. Like, couch, peed on. Love seat, peed on.
was Mikey there?
No. Mikey, I don't think Mikey's ever peed on. I know he's had
Once
shit
in
peed
my
on.
life. Once
I
in
know
my
he's had
life.
shit peed on at his house, at least on a couple occasions. But this particular day, the bed broke. The owner of the house was sleeping. I peed so much and we sat there. You know, you get done at 7 a.m. till 1 o'clock. You need a break. Well, everybody was blisteringly hammered, right? You want to get at least 10 beers between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go back there and we're all sleeping. Well, our bladders didn't function the way they're supposed to. Well, the house owner, we'll call it, he peed the bed and it broke. I peed the couch, and then my other buddy, I'll not say no names. You might know this guy.
Yeah, I wasn't me.
No. I am keep pointing because where I was sleeping, the other guy was right there. And I could smell it when I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, God. I got to get out of here. And he woke up. He's like, dude. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is bad. Then the other guy came fucking out of his room. He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh,
Man,
yeah.
let me tell you something. Hold on, man. Let me stop you, Drewski. This is some
You don't
real,
never do that shit?
No, this is some
That's
real
white
white people shit. This is real white people shit, bro. Listen, I've never in my life ever drank to
right.
excess to where like we all wake up with a story where we're all like, oh my God, you pissed the bed. I pissed the bed. You pissed the couch. I pissed the couch.
Let me ask you this, TJ.
Okay.
I know you said this white people shit.
It is white people shit.
But let me ask you this.
Okay.
So you go out for a long night of drinking.
Okay.
You have a dream that you're at B-dubs watching the fights at the urinal because they have TVs in front of the urinals.
That's not what black people think about or dream about, but okay.
Okay. You're watching the fights, taking a piss that felt very refreshing, watching the fights.
Okay.
And then you wake up and realize you're not at B-dubs in front of the urinal. You're in your bed.
This is something that
we'll happens have to talk once about. In your life.
No, this is something that we'll have to talk about on a later date.
And then it sucks whenever you try to clean it up before your wife finds out.
Pissed myself since I've been a kid.
She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, bro."
I've never.
I'm like, I just pissed the bed. I'm like, let's move past it. I'm putting a towel down.
That's got to be some white people shit. Like when white.
No, it's a drunken thing and B-dub's fault. Secondly,
I will say I don't know any.
Why'd you put your TVs there?
I will say this, TJ.
Take a fucking break.
Why would you put your wings on the floor? Why would you put your TV on the wall? You know,
in the urinal.
I can confirm, TJ. I've never heard of this happening to a black dude. I haven't.
No,
I've never heard of it ever.
Like seriously, like at work, when I was working on the floor and shit, like there was like these country ass dudes. They'd be like, they have these stories about shitting themselves. Like, oh man, and they'd be like, oh yeah, let me tell you about the time. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there listening.
All right, that's a little much.
Nobody fucking that I know that's black without something really really bad happening has shit themselves.
What if you plug your nose while you're laughing?
I remember running up on my cousin after he got stabbed. He didn't shit himself. I remember running to Kentucky and Forth when my cousin got shot, and the last thing he did was just fucking hop in a helicopter and say that, hey man, when we get there, can we take it to Antoine? I can tell you, Antoine, when he got shot, the last thing he said before he got in the helicopter, hey, when we get there, you guys gotta take me to the bathroom right away. I gotta piss. Like he could have pissed. He was shot. He could have pissed himself. Could have shit himself. But for some reason, white people.
Maybe it is a white thing.
Not white people. I said white people. White people.
No, I think you said with a hard W and a hard H.
No,
you didn't skip the IT either. I don't think.
No. I speak fluent social media. White people. White people just have these stories of pissing and shitting themselves from just being drunk. I don't know.
So my buddy.
Uh-oh.
I love how this
Bus about to get ran over. Who is it? Tell the story.
My buddy Derek, Donnie's stepson. When we were in Florida for Donnie's funeral,
where's my beers?
The house I was staying in across the street from Donnie's house, the neighbors were lovely. Jack and Judy, love you guys. So a guy got in a fight at a card game over politics and shot himself in the head in this house, in the room I was staying in.
Wow.
The guy didn't die in the house, but he died outside on the way to the hospital. So Derek told me his story, and he's like, he wanted to fuck with me because I don't like ghosts and all that stuff. So once we went to sleep, he came over and pounded on the window, like hard as hell. So I thought another guy that was staying there, Kyle, fell out of bed because he was all fucked up.
So you didn't.
So I jump up and I'm like, Kyle, did you fall out of bed? He's like, no, I'm watching the fights. I'm like, are you sure you're okay? So then I go outside and Derek's like coming over. He's like laughing and then he's like, I gotta go home. I shit myself. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I was pounding on the window, and to keep from laughing, I plugged my nose. And when I plugged my nose, I shit myself. I swear to God, it's a true story. And then his nephew pissed his pants at the same time.
Wait, they were standing the same, like they were together?
They were both there together, pounding on the window to scare me.
What race are they?
They're white, TJ.
Hold on.
White race ain't doing good on this podcast.
Hold on. Let me back it up. So the dude that killed himself over argument over politics, what race was he?
Well, TJ.
God damn it, dude. Are you telling me he's white too?
Unfortunately, I think he might have been.
I'm telling you, these
I don't know him.
We're sorry, white people. We are sorry. We're not doing you any justice.
And you know what's crazy? Okay,
it's a select few of us that are fucked up.
All right, you know what's crazy though? Is that this is the St. Patrick's Day special. I just had this conversation. Now I'm going to get a little bit more serious. Not serious, but I just had this conversation about, so one of my homies, Joe, you met Joe Castiglione. Mm-hmm. He always comes to our comedy shows and shit. So he's 100% Italian. You know what I mean? Like his parents came here from the old country. And we were just talking about like, he doesn't know a lot of Irish tradition, but I guess, Irish and Italian, they always kind of didn't really get along. You know what I mean? Just like Jewish and Italian didn't get along here in the States. Mm-hmm. And we were just talking about shit because I had told him one of my bucket list things is to go over to Ireland and play golf. Like on the coast, like I've seen some shit over there from like videos and shit. I'm like, man, that would be one of the coolest things, like the moss in the background, the water because you're on the coast. Like that foggy morning dew that Ireland has, right? Excuse me. Shout out to Larry Fitzgerald and his brother Marcus. Like they went over there golfing. Like I seen these videos and I'm like, dog, that's crazy. So we got to talking about this, and one of the things that we was talking about was like just how like Irish people, when they came to America, they used to say that they used to tell people like we were one step away from being black slaves, and not to get like too
I've heard that
serious about it, but Irish people have been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? So if Irish people want to do some crazy shit, knock each other out and shit themselves
on both continents,
like go ahead and do it because y'all been through some shit too. But just the fact that like people don't realize, man, the only thing that saved them basically from being slaves were the color of their skin. They were white, so they didn't fit that.
They got paid like a crazy. It was like like you said, one step below. It was like a crazy low wage. Like,
yeah,
and there was a big jump up to the next people. People looked at them like, yeah, they.
Well, there was
about Irish people, and over there it was just as bad. So even coming over here was still like big improvement over like I think it was England who was just.
Yeah, because they were the British rule, and because of religious stuff too.
Yeah.
But when they came over here, like they were, if you think about this, there was a lot of signs that said, we won't hire Irish. This is when people really needed work, when we won't hire Irishmen.
You know what I mean? Crazy.
Ain't that nuts? Like, just like in the 1950s, we won't hire blacks. You know what I mean? So like, I'm saying like Irish folks have been through some shit. Out of all the white folks, because we was talking about white people, I'm bringing it back around. We talking about white people. For all the white people, man, Irish kind of got shit on, man. Let's keep it a buck. For real. Irish got shit on.
If we're talking about white people, though, Jewish people got it pretty bad, too. Jewish people got a fucking...
Jewish people aren't white.
I mean, I don't know about any of that, but I know it's St. Patty's Day, boys.
Yeah, it's fucking St. Patty's Day.
You motherfuckers going down a history rabbit hole.
I don't know. I don't know history. I know it's bad, but I'm like, why? I guess if you're interested in history, like, they should teach it in schools, but...
You gotta know your past and your future, bro.
I'm looking at the fucking... in front of me. I can't do nothing about that shit. I'm not shitting on anybody's where they come from. I'm just saying like.
But if
I don't have any interest on the past because I can't.
No, I get what you're saying, but the same way that I celebrate St. Patrick's Day is the same way I love when other people from other cultures celebrate Juneteenth. So like if somebody comes to the Juneteenth party, right, and and they want to get schooled to some shit, cool, but like if I would love for you to celebrate with me, knowing what Juneteenth actually is and where it came from, and the good side and the bad side. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but
I want to know what St. Patty's Day is about. I don't know that.
Basically, what St. Patrick's Day is. You want me to go into it?
I mean, yeah, if you know it.
In a nutshell, St. Patrick actually was brought over as a slave. He's actually not Irish. He was born in, correct me, you don't know this? Bro, you have the best accent in here, and you don't know where he was born?
I'll give you some accents if you want.
He does do an accent.
He does great Irish accents, doesn't he?
He does any accent you need. I can't even say it.
If he does a Rastafarian accent the whole next podcast, bro, I'll give him a rack.
I don't say I'm doing a Rastafari.
I'll learn one by the next pod. You're giving up a rack.
I do a Chet Hanks impression though. I could do that. I could do a Chet Hanks impression, but not a Rastafari. I don't know how. Like I can do an impression making fun of that idiot. Have you ever heard Chet Hanks?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know Tom Hanks' son?
Oh, he's got a better accent. He's got a better Jamaican accent than half of Jamaicans, bro. Let's keep it a buck. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That motherfucker hit that shit. He was on point with it. He was on point. I seen an interview. He did it all in Jamaican. All in Jamaican accent. I said, oh shit, maybe he's
issue with him because of like his dad is the
goat.
one of the goats. Like it's him and Denzel as for goats. Like
He's one of the goats.
those two are neck and neck for sure. You don't think,
Bro,
so?
Polar Express. See, you're thinking of fucking the one with Wilson, and when he's
Also,
over.
great movie. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. Great movie.
Great movie, but you're thinking of that shit.
Forrest Gump?
I'm talking about Forrest Gump, bro. I'm talking about Jenna. Hey, I'm talking about that motherfucker.
May or may not have moved to Greece after this whole Epstein shit happened. Not gonna get into it.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I just seen a video. Of Tom Hanks. They were walking through I don't know if they were coming to the airport where they were coming. Paparazzi was everywhere. Somebody bumped into his wife, and you see him spaz out. I was like, oh, Tom got some gritty in him.
But I mean, you're gonna always defend your wife, even if you're a creep.
I respected it. I
don't think he's a creep. I think he.
I don't know. I don't know if he's a creep.
On the flight logs?
Did he go to the island though?
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
We don't know. They ain't put out the list. I want to see the whole list, bro. I want to see the whole list.
But why did he move to Greece?
Greece is beautiful.
I think I know why. Because the COVID laws in America were fucked.
Happy St. Patty's Day, boys.
Yeah, we've been talking about Greece, Jamaica, fucking happy fucking St. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you.
We got
That's what's hard about for us to fucking. We just
jump all over the place.
love it. Yeah.
You know what? This is what we're gonna do. How about this? How about we fucking?
We just love it. That's not what you like.
How about we do this? How about we refresh ourselves? How about?
That's not the word you wanted to use.
We're not doing this whole editing thing. We're not doing this today. We're not doing it.
We're not.
We're not doing the editing. All right. Whatever's happening.
That's a nice way to say it, Mike.
How about this? How about we take a quick break? We'll get right back to y'all, man. We got some cool fucking game we're about to play. Oh. Anyway, fucking wheels up, motherfucker. See you in a second. Wheels up, motherfuckers. We back up in this motherfucking thing, boy. Cheers, fellas. Cheers. Man. Yeah, we had to take a quick second because I didn't want to end up like them white people and piss myself for the first time and then be on the podcast. So
it's close.
And we very much did want him to.
We almost had you.
Yeah, we were trying to.
I see what y'all was trying to do there, man.
We almost had you.
What do you mean weed? I thought you didn't know.
I just found out. So now that I know, I'm engulfing the culture.
Okay, the white culture.
Hey, we already established this. Mikey knows he's white now. He was like,
Just found out. I mean, it's a little breaking news, but we're good.
Oh,
it is cool. You didn't have to do Ancestry.com and send your DNA, and you just found out right on pod. You know what I mean?
I'm happier that you guys broke the news to me than finding out through like a 23andMe. Because then I'd have been heartbroken by myself. At least my boys were there with me to navigate through that
tough times.
Pivotal point in my life.
Drewski, man, let's get it going. You got a fucking special St. Patrick's Day game that we're doing. We're doing a drinking game.
So we're gonna play 2 truths, 1 lie. We're gonna go around here. Each of us are gonna tell 2 truths, 1 lie, and the guy next to us is gonna try to guess. If he gets it right, like say I go first, I'm gonna tell 3 things. 2 of them will be true, 1 will be a lie. Mikey will guess, right? If he guesses wrong, he's gonna drink. Then it'll be up to TJ to decide, hey, do I want to take another gamble at this? Do I know what's true or what's false?
Okay.
And if he doesn't, he can pass, right? And then we'll just move to the next person. But if he does guess, he's going to have to take 2 drinks. And then I win. I get a point. Basically, I just don't have to drink as my victory. Now. Okay.
I thought we got to corroborate.
I don't like the way you use that word, and I don't think that's how it works.
I thought we got the fucking 2 against 1 of them.
There you go.
I thought we were double teaming 2. Pause.
Maybe you guys could collaborate, but I don't think you want to do it.
Corroborate?
Corroborate. That's a police
like
term.
corroborate the story.
Yeah, it's a police term.
Yeah.
I don't think no police has ever said cooperate or whatever you said.
You ain't never been in questioning like I've been at the state police station.
I've been questioning, never said.
Talk to my lawyer about that, cuz.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Send them to you.
So start it off then, Drewski.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, that's what you said.
I had to write them down.
Okay.
Got a phone now. It's coming in handy.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that Drewski's got a phone.
We'll see.
2 weeks ago, I'd have said that's a lie. Actually, maybe a month ago. Proud of you, Bob.
Shut up, dude.
We're
all
35.
right. Who needs it? You don't need it.
Fucking 35.
You don't. Never mind. I ain't gonna get into it.
Let me call you out on this bullshit. Spit something to us.
All right. Once I was at Chuck E. Cheese with the family, and I swear to God, I ate 2.5 pizzas, full pizzas, 2.5. All right, that's one. Truth or lie? Let me go to the next one.
So we just got to pick out the one lie, right?
Yeah.
So there's 2 truths and 1 lie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Once I ran across 5 lanes of traffic, right? 5 lanes of traffic, no bullshit. Just so I could use a bathroom that was only on that side of the highway. Like it was one of those rest stops. 5 lanes of highway. Car broke down. Said, fuck it. I gotta take a shit.
Okay.
Once I had an tire explode on me when I was pumping, trying to pump air back into a flat tire. And I shit you not, me and my buddy were sitting there, trying to get this tire right, and it exploded. And it almost knocked me out. It hurt him more than me because he had his hand on the tire. Almost broke his arm.
Okay.
True story. So, all right, guys. Cooperate.
Let's
Like he is on
cooperate. Let's do
Is
the
it 2
math.
on 1 or is it just on you?
No, I think we're doing 2 on 1.
Let's do 2 on 1. Okay.
But if he gets, yeah, okay, that's fine. You guys can both drink.
Let's talk about this. He said 5 lanes of traffic on a highway. In Michigan, there's no 5 lanes of traffic at any point.
I like how you're breaking down facts.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
That's true.
And I do remember a story about him and his Uncle Steve eating a bunch of pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if the amount was correct, but I just go back to the facts of there's no 5 lanes of traffic in anywhere in Michigan.
Well, I don't want to cut you off, but I'm not counting the lane that I was in, pulled off to the side, and the broke down car.
Well, now the lies get deeper.
Okay.
No, you're right. Shouldn't have said anything.
All right. So I'm with what Mikey said.
Andy's a
I'm gonna
glutton,
go
so I
with,
could believe he could eat a lot.
I'm
and
gonna
then
go with
throw
what
up
Mikey
a minute
said.
later.
Throwing disses
With the
my
whole
way. Okay.
5 lane thing, I think I'm with you on that. That's a lie. That's what I'm going with. What are you going with? Are you going with
That's
that's a lie?
yeah. I think we.
All right, we're both going
cooperated.
with that's the lie.
Oh, Drake. I didn't. Why would I? 5 lanes of traffic. That's retarded.
His shit
So
on
we
the-
got it. So
his
we
shit
got
on
it.
the side of the road.
I get this game. Okay, because listen. After the white people talk, I know for sure that he fucking shit inside the fucking highway. I know he did.
There's no shame in that.
I would never go across.
Better
it.
than shit in your pants.
There's a
Much cooler to shit on the road than in your pants.
Right.
yes.
A McDonald's cup, whatever you got to shit in or piss in, you use it as long as it's not your pants.
I remember hearing this story on a podcast when it was that quick little small podcast when Jelly Roll said, "I'll shit," it was something that people don't know about you, and he's like, "I'll shit anywhere." Like,
Shat on the side of a road.
yeah. So I believe that. That's definitely white
100%.
people. Okay. So we got it right.
Yeah.
So we were right.
All right, Mikey,
Mikey.
you got.
Oh man, I didn't even really think about this properly. You got any lined up? I mean, if you got
I'll
some,
just off the cuff.
if you got some lined up,
Okay.
Like, give me
Are
a
you
minute.
literally going to try and think about yours in between our turns? Yeah. Cool, dude. I love it.
I'm sorry, boys, I wasn't prepared today.
All right. So, the first drink I've ever drank, is that how you say it?
First drink I've drinking, yeah.
Was Bud Ice. Was the first drink that I've ever had, ever alcohol beverage, as known what it was, because we all grew up to where our dads probably gave us beer when we were kids, and the first thing I ever drank was Bud Ice, where the penguin disappeared. You guys even remember that thing where the penguin disappeared when
The beer. Yeah.
when the beer got warm?
No, I thought that was a Mad Dog thing, and the dog did
A
something.
few different people have done that,
Yeah,
or a
they
few
did
different
Mountains
brands. Done
Coolers,
that.
but that was the original.
I like it.
All right, that's number one. Number two is I was an extra on the set of a movie that actually won an Oscar.
What was the movie?
That's not part of the thing.
Okay.
That'll give too much. You guys would know too much if I said it.
Okay.
But yeah, I was an extra on a set for a movie that won an Oscar. The other one was I lost my virginity when I was 12 years old.
Now, can I talk to you? How
Can we ask questions or no?
No,
we can't ask
gotta
questions.
communicate each other. So I'll ask you this: is he slick enough to change just the beer in his story? Is he slick enough to be like, it wasn't Bud Ice, it was some other kind of fucking beverage, and he just switched to the type of beer, so it becomes a lie, right?
I do feel like, I don't know.
But
I
him not
feel like
telling
I
you-
might have drank a Bud Ice with Bud Black though, and I can't say for certain, but I'm confident that I did.
So he
Wow,
might.
this must have
So
been this must have been after I moved out of Bro Black's house.
So
I think-
he's never told you about no movie he's been on.
He's told me about movies he's been in, but not that one Oscars.
Well, it's possible that one won an Oscar.
And
for the
TJ's
sound.
been a player since birth, so 12 sounds about right.
Y'all ain't shit.
Respectfully to Sam now, because he is a happily soon-to-be married man.
I
We
think
love
it's-
Sam so much.
I think it's the beer one. That's my guess. What do you think?
Oh, man, I got to go with the Oscar one.
Really? Because it's.
Because I feel like I drank a Bud Ice, so
I just think.
I feel like Bud
I
Black
think
had
maybe
a
you're thinking
Bud
it
Ice.
was a Bud something, but it didn't have to be a Bud Ice. And he could have had a Budweiser, and he'd still be fucking lying right now.
True, but I just feel like there was Bud Ice readily accessible.
Yeah, but don't you think saying I won an Oscar is a pretty big fucking.
That's why I feel like I would know about it by now.
I didn't say that I won an Oscar. I said that
The
I was an
movie
extra
won.
Yeah, but
on a set.
Oscar-winning movie set.
Won an Oscar.
But I feel like I'd know that because that's something that I put on my resume
You see how
and
he
my
corrected me
Facebook.
though? You see how he corrected me though? You see what I mean? I'm telling you.
I got to stick with my
okay,
my
let's go
gut.
with yours. Let's go with yours. You think you know? You think you know?
What are you guys going? What? Tell me what you guys are going with.
Fuck.
Final answer. Can't phone a friend either,
No, we're going with
Can't
the
ask the
fucking
audience.
truth is what we're going with. But Mikey can say it.
because you never
Going
know
with
what
the
the fucking
Oscar movie.
Oscar movie. Damn, I got a fucking drink.
Nice. What I tell you? What I tell you? Bro, that would have been
Cheers, boys.
that would have been a
Sneaky little Swiss
sneaky
lie.
one if it would have been a different kind of beer because it's a true story.
The reason why I came up with that for the lie is just because, like, obviously you guys are my day twos, but you know enough about me that I've tried so many different things. Like, I've tried acting, I've tried rapping, I've tried a bunch of different shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that would have been something that could have been believable. 'Cause I didn't say, oh, I did something outrageous, but just something. So that's why I picked that as my lie, because I was just like, oh, that's actually, with all the shit that I've like been around and shit,
It was smart to
could have happened. I mean, I've been on a movie set. And I've never been something. No one.
I will say it was smart to pick something as specific for your first lie.
Pacific.
As you know what, we don't know
Which
words
coast?
around here. You know what?
Okay.
We don't know words around here. We're collaborating. We're doing a lot of
We're
weird shit.
cooperating. We're collaborating.
Barely know what race we are.
We both know that you're both white people the way you guys piss and piss yourself.
Never shit myself.
Good for you. Cheers to that. Cheers to that, bro. Cheers to that. Not shit.
And I
yourself,
stand.
man.
I've never shit at myself either.
Oh, for real?
I've held it for quite a while. Remember?
Man, that's dope. That's dope that y'all never shit yourself, man.
Real quick before we get too far gone. One time we went to take family photos. And Drew's hair was all fucked up for whatever reason that was.
Yeah,
And then we were coming back, and his stepbrother's girlfriend was driving us home, dropping him off at somebody's house, and he had to shit so bad that he's like, pull down this street, and then he's like, I'm not bullshitting you. He bit his fucking fist, and he's like, fuck, it's the wrong street. Pulled down the wrong street. Then you had to hit the block because it was a one way, so it took even longer to get back to this house. And then he went and destroyed the fucking toilet when there was a couple hotties there, apparently.
Do you remember though? She wouldn't let me poop on the side of the road.
Yeah, he offered shit on the side of the road, and she said no.
She's like, "You're not getting back in my car," and I was like, "Do I want to walk?" I didn't really think.
We're in
about it.
Toledo.
With some baddies. Oh, never mind then. Everything
No,
goes out the door when
she
you say you're in
wasn't a baddie.
Toledo.
Apparently, there
Listen.
were some attractive women at the house that he
Yeah.
tore up the toilet at.
Listen,
Didn't want to do that.
it's always okay to do anything foul in Toledo. All right. Sorry, Toledo people. I made my bones in Toledo. I really, seriously. That my first show, my first tour that I did, where I was on somebody else's tour, started in Toledo. Like, I love Toledo because I was a part of it, clubs, all that different shit. But man, as a grown ass man, Toledo's foul as fuck, and if that's where you had to do some shit like that at, Toledo would be the fucking place to do it.
I feel like they left me with no options. And then she took that option away, and it was really difficult on me. Because I was like, then I might not have to shit where I'm going. And nobody's going to talk about this.
Yeah, you can't get no P word, man.
Because, girls use
You
the
can't
bathroom
get
too.
no P word when you just blew up their bathroom.
And it was loud, right? Because there was a lot of...
It had to have been.
It built up.
The way you bit your fist, I knew it had to have been bad.
And honest to God, the
Dude,
worst
he
part...
fucking bit, no? He's like, wrong street.
Did he hit him with the Rick? Because didn't Rick do this when he was mad at you that one time?
Oh, he does that.
It's a family thing.
Yeah, it's
They bite
definitely
down
an
on
element
that
thing.
But if you know Mikey, he laughs at situations that maybe sometimes to other people aren't funny.
Which is another Rick thing when you was laughing at him when he
only
was so mad
reaction.
about the Blazer thing. Mikey, what's yours, man? What's yours?
Ooh, so it's
two truths, one lie.
Ooh. All right, so I guess one will be I ate a whole squid in California.
Whole squid. Okay.
Okay, let's just move on from that. You don't even have to explain anything else.
Yeah.
You already lost.
All right.
So maybe it's not a squid then.
You already said what
I
you said.
ate a underwater animal whole in California. San
Wait,
Pedro.
do you know if it's a squid or not?
I don't know what kind of animal it is. It's an underwater animal that I ate whole in California.
Number two.
Smoked a joint with Snoop Dogg.
Hey, after he says that, when he's fed the first time about the underwater thing, it's basically like, I'm wearing a green shirt and I wear Detroit hats. You know what I mean? Oh, I guess it's the fucking underwater urchin. He ate an urchin.
TJ, you're...
Fuck
you're-
yourself.
that's
I
a
already
lie.
lost.
Yeah, he did.
Because I know you didn't smoke with Snoop D.O. Double Jizzle. I just seen your uncle post something with him on stage
today.
with him today. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, what's your other one? Because I really do want to know if I got this right.
I bowled a 130 in my chocolate milk gang bowling league with bumpers. Unfortunately,
Now we got okay.
but I got the shirt and a beanbag as a prize.
Where are you at, TJ?
I'm definitely still with the lie. Is he ate some underwater urchin?
100%.
Underwater, whatever
I don't
it
think
was.
he's ate a whole whatever.
But I'm gonna explain why though. I'm gonna explain why because we have had conversations about the chocolate milk league that I didn't know this until one of our pods that's one of your people's, Andrew, Clayton
Dice.
Oh, yeah.
Grab Dice Brother.
Grab a Dice Brother.
We're not actually sure. We haven't verified that with anybody.
But still, it sounds
gonna
cool.
call it
He's
that.
such a legend that I hope that's one of
I
your
hope it
family
is, too.
members. And I was in the chocolate milk league too.
Chocolate milk gang. Say it right.
Sorry, the gang.
Gang.
Over at
Chocolate milk
Nortel,
gang,
that's
not
no
group.
longer here. It's not even here anymore. The building it doesn't even stand anymore. That was one of the things that
Like
I
he
was
burned
really
it down
pissed
to hide
about.
his lies.
When
Is that
I
what
moved
you're
back from
saying?
Arizona and I seen that fucking Nortel lanes, like I knew it happened, but until I rode past it and seen it wasn't there no more.
Speaking of corned beef egg rolls, the woman there made them.
No shit. That was just, I love their pizza too, man. Phone 4 pizza. Phone 4 pizza was my fucking shit. Like everybody was like, oh, like real pizza. People were like, oh, it's fucking tastes like bowling alley pizza. And I'm like, I love that fucking bowling alley pizza because of Chocolate Milk League and all that shit. But anyway,
Gang.
that's for
Wasn't a league,
that's
it
for
was a
sure.
gang.
True.
He did the 130. He did the 130.
100%.
Gang.
Smoking the blunt with Snoop. I would believe that just because.
The basketball movie that they filmed, for sure. And a couple situations, for sure, he was Snoop. But
Yeah,
he
that's
has
what I'm
never-
saying.
He has
I mean,
never ate a full fucking squid.
And Snoop, like his second home is Detroit. You know what I mean? Quiet as kept, not quiet as kept because it's a real deal now. But like, there's a lot of people that I know. I've never met Snoop. I've never met him. Never smoked. None of that shit. But I know a lot of people that fuck with Snoop when he comes to Detroit because Snoop's one of those type of guys. You know what I mean? I know Eastsiders that fuck with him, Westsiders that fuck with him. So I can believe that. I can believe that, especially because of who your uncle is and you're in the elements. The whole motherfucking squid, I don't give a fuck. You could have said
He also changed his fucking
it ain't
story.
a chicky nuggy.
Yeah, he
It
changed
ain't
his story.
so he told me that he's eating something that's not a chicky nuggy. Come on, man.
Now, I know, when he wants to challenge somebody, he'll say, I'll eat some ranch. He ain't never going to eat a whole fucking anything.
A whole anything, bro. And there ain't wasn't no gun to his head involved. Like if he would have said it was life
TJ,
in that situation, because I might have been like,
I want to say this. No matter what, It was a fucking lie because he didn't even know what kind of fucking animal it was. Let's go with that. He's like,
You know what?
"Oh, it
Let's
could
go with
be
that."
Could be a fucking.
My
french fry."
final answer: you ain't eat no shit out no motherfucking water.
Yeah, 100%.
You guys are wrong. You both drink.
It was Snoop Dogg.
No, I didn't bowl a 130. I bowled a 120.
Did you come up with that after I said that
Man,
to him?
you
did,
ain't
bitch.
shit. You. I see you threw the fucking specifics in that motherfucker. Not the Pacifics, but the specifics. The Pacifics is the shit he was eating out the water.
I
shouldn't
did.
Again,
I'll
that
send you the
fucking
video
got
of me
bitch,
eating
man.
whatever that underwater creature was.
The whole
squid.
thing?
It wasn't no
Ate-
squid.
Why in the?
Wasn't a squid.
It was a shrimp. He
Because
ate
it
a
was
shrimp,
a
and he was like, "Oh, the whole thing."
No, it had tentacles
Really?
on it still.
You ate the whole thing.
We fucking ordered wrong, and we ordered this big ass thing that had all this crazy shit I didn't eat on it.
See?
But this one thing was whole. It had tentacles, and I was like feeling froggy. I'm like, I'll eat that bitch. April's like, there's no chance. My dad's like, you ain't eating that.
Oh, that was when it was at game time.
And I fucking grabbed it and ate that bitch.
No shit.
It was calamari. It was probably octopus. One
No.
of the octopuses.
Calamari. Yeah,
That
probably calamari.
no, it wasn't deep fried. It
Oh.
was
Yeah, but calamari.
in its original form.
Oh,
I'd
but
been
what is
cooked.
calamari?
It's
I have no
octopus.
idea.
Octopus. It could have been an octopus.
But what is calamari?
It's octopus.
I'm asking because I really don't know.
No, it's
I love the shit out of calamari.
I'm pretty sure it's just different ways of cooking octopus. So squid,
Like a baby octopus?
it can be. It could be a lot of different. Like it's so
I
much.
think
just
it's
found
squid.
out lamb chops
Squid
are
is
baby
different.
sheep.
I'm pretty sure squid is different, and I've never met nobody who
I feel
ate.
terrible about it now.
Squid?
Just like veal.
That's veal.
I don't
Right?
fuck with veal. Lamb chops.
Those are really good.
I actually did eat veal from Sam's Club one time when I was a kid, and I loved it.
Wait, hold on. Since when does fucking Sam Stop has fucking veal?
My bad.
He meant
St.
Sam's
Patty's
Club.
Day, Sam's Club.
Yeah, Sam's Club.
Oh.
And I think we borrowed somebody's membership because we didn't have one.
Hey, it's at an all-time. Actually, I got a thing that came to my phone today. Sam's Club. Right now, you can get Sam's. This ain't even a plug. They're not even paying us for this. You can get a membership at Sam's Club right now for $20.
I wish you would take it back because I hate them. I almost ran out of gas on my way to Tennessee. And if you pull in there to get gas and you don't have a membership, you can't get gas.
Yeah, just like Costco.
That was the only fucking gas station within 100 miles, it felt like. I literally would have had to push that cart.
For convenience sake, I would go to Sam's Club instead of Costco for convenience sake if they had one here or close to here. Because when I go to Costco, I have to go right next to that TJ Maxx over there.
Yeah.
And I just took my girls there this weekend.
Mess.
And like, you think, TJ Maxx, you know what I mean? So, it'll be some discount shit, blah, blah. My girls are only toddlers. Bro, I spent $300 in TJ Maxx, and I don't even, without a cart.
So you only had a couple of things. Yeah.
No, the fucking outfits were so cute, Juice. You ain't got no kids, you know. I'm laying them over my arm.
got a dog, dude.
While I'm
I'll
fucking
put a
pushing the thing
bandana on it, that's
because the only thing that the girls grabbed was some fucking bubbles. Most expensive
love the
bubbles in the whole
bubbles.
fucking thing. One was an Elmo bubble, and one was
Gotta get them.
I don't even know what the other bubbles things was. The most expensive things out of all the shit that I got. But yeah, no. But the Costco, you can't. And then we went over to Blaze to the fast fired pizza shit. Like that, it's like an
I've been there
area.
before. Yeah.
Costco is like an area where you can't just spend. Costco's already going to spend money, and then you go outside of that, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta stop here since I'm here, and I gotta stop there. Sorry, I'm going through my own trials and tribulations in my head right now.
The
So
new
anyway,
Walmart,
St. Patrick's
yo.
Day.
You
So
hit
we
that
were
with
at St. Patrick's
You
Day.
can hit that with the new Walmart, though. Try the new Walmart, man. They got fucking seafood there. You want to go get some sushi after this?
Do not eat. No
I know you
Walmart
eat.
sushi,
I know
bro.
you eat.
I had Walmart crab legs.
Pretty good.
No,
Oh, not what I expected.
You know what I fuck with though?
not at all.
You know who has some really good
I had their
sushi
sushi.
out of these grocery stores? Is Kroger.
Walmart too.
I figured out why. So when I lived in Arizona, Kroger owns fries. So all the fries out there are basically Kroger's. And they started doing like these actual real sushi bars there.
Oh yeah,
And it's off the fucking chain. And now they're starting to do them at Kroger's here. Like I went out to Lambertville Kroger.
Oh, that's the best Kroger.
Bro, it's a super Kroger. The motherfucker's huge. Man, you might be able to get your hair did, get you some sushi, some groceries, and get you a fresh fit at that motherfucker.
And I
Kroger,
say
bro.
this,
I fucked up. It's Myers that has the sushi that they put out new every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Myers is okay. Myers is okay. It's
Yeah,
not
no, you're
Kroger,
right,
but it's
right.
okay. It's okay.
the Lambertville Kroger, though,
The Lamber.
I used to tell April all the time. I used to stock beer on the shelves there. My wife, to me, is the hottest woman in the world. And I'm not just saying that to try to get brownie points from her. But mom-wise, there was the baddest
Selection?
moms
No, they're baddies over there.
at Kroger's.
Yeah, they're baddies over there.
And then like some women would be like, "Oh yeah, I shop there." Like, bitch, you're not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about these nice
Why you
ladies.
hating on them?
Because there was a woman that didn't deserve that title, and she
I
tried to
feel you,
act
though.
like, "Oh yeah, I shop there." Like I'm one of them. Like,
No, I
you're
feel
not.
you on that though.
But they'd be there at 10 in the morning shopping in their yoga pants as I'm throwing beer on the shelves,
There was a
looking strong.
There was a spot in Arizona because so the first time I went to that Kroger in Lambertville, I called my boy Steve. Shout out to my boy Steve out in Arizona, because Steve put me on to which is in Arizona. It's called Fry's. It's Kroger though. It's all Kroger brand shit, but it's called Fry's. So when I moved to I used to live in Mesa when I was in Arizona, and then I moved to Tempe on Mill Ave. And Mill Ave is infamous. Mill Ave is where the downtown Tempe is. It's like the epicenter of ASU, all that shit. And Arizona, like, it's just always hot. Ain't nobody got no clothes on. Let's just keep it a buck. But he always told me when I moved on Mill Ave, he lived all the way out in past Queen Creek, Santan Valley, which is like 45 minutes from this fucking place. Anytime he ever had an excuse to go to Kroger when he was in town visiting one of us, he would go to this Kroger. Or this Fry's. So I went to this Fry's, and I'm telling you, when he said, "Hey, have some dollar bills ready," it's gonna be like being at the strip club, I was like, "Oh shit, this is what he was talking about." I had the same feeling when I went to that Lambertville Kroger. And I called him when I was in the Kroger and I said, "Hey man, I don't think if my girl comes out here, she's not going to let me come out here alone anymore." Because it's
crazy.
like, I don't know like Bedford area isn't like that type of.
Is it a
You know
rich?
what I mean?
Is it a rich neighborhood?
They got a little money over
Yeah,
there.
they got a little, especially in
I
because
ain't
all the way
saying
out in
anything.
Lambertville is a little bit past the Bedford
Could it be?
area.
The dudes who are
Temperance
well off
area?
got hot wives. Dudes who are well off got hot wives. Can we say that? Is it possible? Maybe I
It
don't
could
know.
be. I don't know. You know what?
I don't wanna throw anybody under the bus.
I feel uncomfortable speaking about it even more.
They could have their own money. They could
I
just-
told April every week I went there. Nothing happened.
You had to tell her though, huh?
You had to tell her
obligated.
like if you had to drop off beer.
No, it was just like a
at-
guilty
at-
conscience thing. Like, listen,
if
you know I love you more than anything in the world. No, I think you're the hottest woman in the world. But
Did you call anybody
there was
darling?
some. No, that was before my darling days.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it would have been post darling days, I'd have been fucking handing them out left and right like coupons.
You get a darling. You get a darling. Everybody gets a darling.
90% of the store
Well,
would have.
this is the first time Sam's going to hear this about that Lambertville location. Or
We'll,
whatever.
we'll see you in Monroe, TJ.
I'll see you on Monroe Street.
We're gonna be
You won't
filming at
see
your
me.
house.
The Kroger that I hate so
Right.
much.
New studio next week.
No, Sam.
I'm gonna go there and renew my tags.
Sam will donate. Sam won't go into any of them. She'll do the curbside.
Thank you,
Shit.
Sam. So
She don't
thank
even-
you, Sam. You're the
Yeah,
best.
so I don't even have to go to shit no more.
April does it too. I won't let April go, and I'm not saying this like I'm controlling her, but I don't want her to go to Kroger on Monroe Street by herself because it's so.
Well, there's
Terrible.
kidnappings, right?
Let me tell bro. Let me tell y'all a
Didn't
true
one get
story.
took or something from April was
I
telling
should've
me a story
said
about
this.
like
That's the,
Walmart's across like
Dirty.
the whole country though. People had gotten like there was a thing where people were getting like swooped, like
Oh, you know, that was a real
women,
thing.
like real sex traffickers.
Yeah,
and women.
actually, cartel sex trafficking.
Yeah.
That was a real thing. That was a real thing. Like, bro, I got to learn on it from my ring. That's how I knew it was fucking real. A ring be telling you the real shit.
did Ring tell us Happy St. Patty's Day? Because that's where we're at today.
Oh shit, that's right. It is St. Patrick's Day, huh?
We've been all over the place.
In our
We-
studio, it is.
we traveled from St. Patrick's to everywhere else today.
Yeah, the,
You know where I want to travel?
Say Ireland.
I do, and I talked about that before. But you know where else? Mikey brought it up earlier. He said that he wanted
Back
to
to
go to
Kroger.
Boston. Oh,
I'm
he
just
wanted to go to
kidding.
Boston. And
I
I've
do.
never ever wanted to go to Boston ever in my life.
I don't.
But I got older and I'm like, you know what though? From what I hear from people, Boston is still the same place. Like it's still the same old, like all the shit that stereotypical, like it's racist, it's old school, all this different shit. But that's one of the things that intrigued me is that it's still the same fucking Boston. You hear about these places getting like gentrified and all this shit. And then you're like, you hear about Boston? You never hear about Boston, especially like Southie and all this shit. You never hear about no gentrification. It's the same shit that it was in the 90s, that it was in the 80s, that it was in the fucking 70s.
I couldn't go there because I got that accent. Now I'm gonna laugh. I know me.
You got a great fucking Boston accent. You do all accents
Yeah,
well.
but what I'm saying is when they start talking to me for real, there's nothing I can take serious.
What about the car?
Yeah, dude, no.
Maybe I'm wrong then, because I thought Boston was by Maine.
It is.
It is Massachusetts.
Okay.
It's all Massachusetts.
But they all have that Boston accent that is
I want to stop by
wild. Okay,
Boston, have a beer, and feel tough.
Other guys.
But I want to go to Maine to eat crab legs.
Other guys, the way Mark Wahlberg talks is how people in
Oh, I
Boston
love it,
talk. Yeah. When you laugh.
It's almost like that, and I could be wrong to
okay,
offend
guy.
people.
If somebody comes at you, okay, guy, you ain't gonna start fucking.
I'm going to
They're
laugh
serious.
and like
yes, exactly.
throw them a slice of pizza.
How do you like them apples?
Okay, guy.
Your
just
car
like-
keys sound like khakis.
Khakis.
Give me a khakis. Yeah, you're right.
There's like a whole fucking thing in the Boston accent.
You're right.
Speaking
And
of-
I love you guys, but if I could trade you in for a couple of guys that had accents
Boston.
like that, I don't
You know what? You know what I really love? I really love Whitey Bulger's story. Speaking of fucking Irish shit, Whitey Bulger's story is fucking crazy.
I don't know that I know it.
Whitey Bulger, the fucking gangster out of Boston, the Irish gangster.
Johnny
The
Depp
biggest
played him in a
Irish-
movie.
Yeah, like one of the biggest well-known gangsters in.
We all know I don't watch movies.
You're right.
It ain't
On
about
time.
movies. No, I'm talking about in pop culture. Like in culture, he was one of the biggest Irish gangsters that there ever was. He went on the run for fucking a bunch of years. When he got caught, this is how gangster this motherfucker was. When he got caught, he was in an argument with his girl at the time. He was been on the run, got some shit changed in his face, all types of shit. And he told them, "Please take me, because this bitch is crazy." That's how gangster this motherfucker was when they finally realized that was Whitey Bulger. He was like, "Yeah, please take me in, because this bitch is crazy."
Yeah, that's some deep shit.
So to get you there, it's Ted. That's pop culture reference for you. That's how Ted talks.
That is definitely Boston.
Ted.
Ted the bear, the teddy
the
bear.
bear.
Don't know that either. Okay.
No, I know it.
Shooting shots at you.
I do know it.
It's
I was about to get
disappointing
really disappointed in you.
because there's no movie funnier than that teddy bear.
I haven't seen part 2 yet.
I haven't either. Mila
Coming
Kunis,
soon. She's
All
not
right.
in it.
She's not in it. Number 2. That's
Ain't
fine.
worth watching.
Do you guys fuck with, like, on St. Patrick's Day? Do you guys have like this certain playlist that happens? Like, you gotta, it might not be some shit you listen to all the time. Kind of like Christmas music, right? You don't listen to Christmas music year round.
Sinead
Right?
O'Connor type shit.
We're gonna listen to one song only. And it's Dropkick Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys,
Sailing
bro.
off or shipping off the balls or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Fucking playing on repeat from midnight to midnight.
You don't listen to no Sinead? Connor's
Nope.
interest music with Sinead O'Connor at the start. And
But does that
Notorious.
make you want to get up and drink a beer and punch your fucking
his
brother in the
interest
face?
music when it switches to Notorious halfway through?
They
yes,
got a few.
Yes, 100%.
I'm
Dropkick
saying that
Murphys have a
song.
few songs.
Oh, no.
that are
And
like
the
that.
band are the nicest guys you could ever meet.
You
Never
met
met
them?
them.
Oh.
No, never
I was
did.
like getting really excited for
But you watch any videos of them, and they're super nice guys.
See, these are all things that he could have done on his fucking 2-1, the game we played.
Let me tell you
I
something.
would have thought, oh yeah,
met
for
him,
sure.
for sure.
For sure. You drink a beer, you drink a fucking Guinness with him.
I wish I would.
Did an Irish car bomb. Duh.
Ooh, we should have done those today.
No, we shouldn't have.
You wanted to.
I fucking hate Irish car bombs,
Wowza.
Mikey. I looked at you with this fucking
You
face
fucking
because,
looked up at me like that.
bro, I
Don't
don't
even think about it
I don't
next
even
time.
fucking- I don't.
Next
You know
time
what
we go
I
to the
really
bar,
love?
we're having one together.
You know what I really love is the fucking black and tans. Like, I made it during COVID. There's a picture. If you guys go back to my old Instagram shit, I was just, it's COVID. You're just in the crib. You're drinking all day long. Didn't have kids yet. Like, I was just, what are you going to do in the crib? I drank and I painted my fucking, so I made some black, I worked on these black and tans until I got it right. You guys know what black and tans are? They're like,
I've had one, but I don't know what it is. Like mixture
so
of-
like, so you do like a Harper's, what are they called? Smittix. And that's like so you put your lager, right? In half a glass. And then like your stout, like a Guinness, right? You pour it, it separates, but you have to pour it in a certain way. Like I use a spoon to pour it. So it separates. And when I was at this Irish pub in Arizona, and they made me one with Magners, because Magners was my shit. Magners is the Irish cider. Shout out to the fucking Williams
Cider.
brothers, my old roommates over in Put-in Bay. Their parents are from Ireland, still got the accent, the whole fucking nine. We used to go to these fucking Irish pubs, and they put me on this Magners, number one Irish selling cider. It's like real cider. It's not like that beer cider, Angry Orchard shit.
Okay.
But anyway, I love a black and tan with like that because it's like you get your stout, and then at the end of the stout you get a treat because the second half of the beer is a fucking cider. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm real. You know I'm a foo beer dude. Y'all know that. I don't drink the Coors Light and Bud Light and shit. I mean that's cool, but
I like the way those Jameson go down though. That fucking wide mouth just goes down good.
Say it again like that.
Nope. Let's
Hey, see what I got in Drewski? See what happens on St. Patrick's Day? St. Patrick's Day. Hey, listen, everybody, go out and have a good time. Oh, where am I here? Oh shit. Okay. All right.
tie your shoes.
Tie your fucking shoes so when you
St.
go out on
Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day, you don't trip over them when you're in the middle of fighting. Because Drewski seems like the guy that still fights on St. Patrick's Day.
Not anymore. He's too old. I'm out of breath too quickly. Like right now, I just went up.
Chill.
Yeah.
Just gotta chill. I'm that old. I'm the old guy that gets chills.
This is where we're at right now. It's so late at night. We're just like, man, I really just want to be cuddled up in my bed right now.
Oh, I can't wait.
What I was gonna say is,
Get me out of here.
I had there's so much different. Let me just highlight some shit. Like there's so much like beautiful shit about Ireland and the St. Patrick's Day and how it came about. And we didn't even get to the parades in Detroit. We didn't even get to fucking the Civil War that's happening in fucking they call it the Troubles. That's happening in Ireland, Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland, all that other shit, man. But thank you, Ireland, for all the beautiful shit that you fucking brought here to America. Just like all the other cultures that's brought some real cool shit here. Like you definitely Irish is. If you want to do top fives, Drewski, Irish culture is top 5 that came to America.
Didn't we all come to America? Though it's very hard. That gets tricky when you start saying that. There's Indians.
I'm saying my top 5 of what I like of cultures that brought their culture to America.
You got
How
any
about
Irish
that?
in you? Because I got a little Irish in me. Thank God. I'm in the top 5.
Well, depending on if you really count that night or not.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Wow,
I also got a little German, so I'm in the bottom 5 too.
Whatever,
I'm pretty sure.
whatever. You know what Ireland and
French. Jesus.
and Germany have in common? So their most famous people aren't actually from there. Where's Hitler from?
Who fucking knows?
He's like Austrian or something like that.
Is he?
Yeah. Where is St. Patrick from?
Got to be Scottish.
He ain't from Ireland. So anyway, fun fact. Sorry, I'm just spitting fun facts.
Yeah.
I didn't get to
Tell
get.
me anyway, I
I didn't
just
get to
wanna
get
let
my
you
shit off.
I
Let's
love
wrap this
fun-
shit
I
up.
love fun
Conor
facts.
McGregor is the most famous guy from Ireland. I want that said now, and he's from there, not St. Patrick.
He's not St.
Nobody knows that's a real person to you.
What
just
about
told
James
us
St.
TK.
Patrick from Power?
I don't know who that is.
What about Eddie Griffin?
What
when he
about
played
the
Black
fucking?
Irish?
We're having a. What do you call this celebration? St. Patty's Day celebration. We're not going to mention the Boondock Saints movie.
Oh shit! You're
Bro,
right, dude.
We're gonna
Your
trash this whole
favorite.
fucking episode.
This is
Sorry.
favorite episode. That's his favorite.
We're gonna have to
We'll
movie.
keep
trash
it
this
moving,
whole
but
fucking-
let's salute to that movie. Part 2 sucked. We'll get over that.
Part 2 did suck, but you know what was good about part 2
Not much.
was how they made fun of shit. Like the little subtle moments. Like the dude was short, so he would lay next to his victim, and like size.
yeah.
That like little hints that was in number 2 was just hilarious. Like what's the essay that was in there?
I don't know his
With
name.
he
I
was
know,
the
he's-
sidekick.
I know him, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he's
talking
in a
about?
lot of shit.
Yeah, like I thought he was fucking funny as shit. Like I didn't take the movie as like it was supposed to be as good as the first one. I took it as, oh, this is supposed to be like making fun of ourselves.
Do you know what threw me
But-
off completely? Is the guy's face, the main guy's face. It was totally different.
The one brother.
Oh yeah,
It threw me off. I was like,
Sean Patrick Flannery.
but you know we got out of the second one is the fucking speech, the talkers and doers. We got that out of the second one. The
I hear that
talkers
too.
and doers.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I heard something.
You heard the fucking talkers and doers speech. That's what the fuck you heard.
I'm hearing something for sure.
You don't remember that?
It's not my watch.
Rocco. Wasn't that his name? Rocco? He did
Yes.
the movie. The second movie starts off with him saying the speech. Talkers and
Walking,
doers.
right? Is he walking?
Yeah, he's walking down that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
But
walking down-
in the first one, there's a pretty dope speech, right? Too,
There's a couple. There's
well,
the,
there's
like-
the prayer.
where
there's the prayer.
there
There's the speech,
there's a big firefight going on. There's a speech or something, right?
and he walks down.
I haven't
on
seen it
him.
in a long time.
I think he walks down and don't ain't the guy they're gunfighting their dad? 100%.
Think so.
Yes, at the end.
Oh, it's your favorite movie,
I'm
Mike?
gonna go watch it. I'm not saying it's my
Hey, the best part about the best
you. It's not my favorite.
you guys are missing the fucking good parts about it. Think about shit that you pop culture shit from that movie that you guys fucking say and you don't even know you say. Where's that fucking guy going? Fucking nowhere.
Dude, I don't even remember. Your
when
brain's
they're
working a little better
going
than
back about the story, when Dell, whatever his name is, when he's breaking down the whole scene of what happened,
mine. And it's like exactly
right before that, the dumb detective is like,
then they
blah,
show
blah,
you
where's
what-
this guy? Oh, it's simple. Where's this guy going? Fucking nowhere. He's talking about he's got.
That is another great
Mike,
part of the
you're
movie.
looking at me
TJ.
like
I had
you've never even
because
fucking
I
seen the
keep
movie.
thinking about the lamp that I have of the two guns.
that is
and
one
the
of my
Boondock
favorite
Saints
parts.
lampshade
That's why you're
in my basement. I'll bring it in.
That is one of the best parts of the movie, though. When that guy's breaking it down, he's like, "These guys were pros, right?" But then they show the Boondock Saints fucking it up, fighting each other, and still like remember when they got tied up in the ropes and they fall.
They
from
were in
the
the vent fighting each other.
Oh, you
The
remember-
one smacked the guy in the head with the flashlight.
Now you've seen it.
You know what?
I've seen it the whole time.
You know what really,
brought it
really
up.
bothered me about that movie is the shittiest Boston/Italian Boston accent that the fucking Italian guy does. The boss of the family that was in the
Oh yeah,
he went into the panic room.
right.
Like, God, he just fucking wicked. Fuck, they use
Yeah.
the shit wicked and all this different shit, man.
Like the shit that they think people say in Boston.
yeah,
You know
it
what
was like
sucks
corny and cheesy.
about that movie? So there's at one point when they come down on the rope and they shoot everybody,
Right.
and then there's like a naked girl in there. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she was there
I don't
for
remember the naked
the bosses or whatever.
Yeah. So I stopped that movie, and it just so happened to stop on that part one time.
Uh-huh.
And I swear.
Your story. No, your story.
All right. Fuck you.
I just
It
want to know
did
where your
stop
hands
on that movie.
dry at that point, like where you were like, "Oh, I need, you know what I need?" Because my hands are so dry at this moment.
No, I had
know
to
what?
fucking leave. I had to go to school. Actually, I had to get my degree.
Okay.
Bottom line, whoever came in after me on that TV probably thought I paused it on that part on purpose.
What was
Right.
what was the shit? There was an
All
internet
right,
shit.
they thought it.
And I
No,
swear I
what was
did.
that? No. Remember, there was an internet thing. Oh my God, what was it called? Where they would take like movies with nudity.
Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin, yes, that was probably a Mr. Skin moment.
Yeah, that's weird that you know that. So you weren't.
No, I'm not gonna deny like going to Mr. Skin when I was a kid, but I'm saying at that point I didn't purposely pause that movie on that specific part.
No, I agree with you because this has happened before to everybody. That like you're watching just a regular movie, and then there's that one part where there's like a sex scene. It's loud as shit, and your mom's knocking on your door right then. It's like, what the fuck she think I'm in here doing? Of course, it's like the worst timing ever. Happens every time. But don't you think maybe your mom comes and checks on you when they hear something? They're like, what's this little shit doing?
Like, why couldn't it be during the firefight? or
Firefight,
something?
yeah. Watching a normal fucking movie.
No,
then you
don't
try to
knock then.
Then it gets way worse because you're like, I don't want her to know.
Hey,
Volume down.
what about
And it's like,
what
oops.
if she
Suspicious.
would have walked in when it was William Dafoe's part where he dresses up like a woman and it's paused there?
I mean, if
Then
she
your
walked
mom
in
would have
on
really
that
been
point,
like,
it's
"Wait a
fine,
minute,
That's
wait
fine.
a minute."
He would be fine.
What are you watching?
I'm with him on this because if you don't even think about that sideways, it is more embarrassing when you're a kid living at home and your mom is like, this little pervert. He just freeze framing on fucking naked women.
Right.
How's he see girl?
One
get you.
tit.
Yeah.
Pause. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go cook dinner
Hey,
at
You were high before the plane took off, right,
10
dude?
p.m. or whatever it is
I got
now.
you, Mike.
hey, happy St. Patty's, boys.
Happy St. Patty's.
Happy
I was gonna bring a bunch of beads
St.
that
Peas.
I'm not gonna get until we're done.
What were you trying to see? You want to bring?
We were
beads
in New
into the-
Orleans on St. Patty's Day, and we took a riot. And I told April, I'm like, it's gonna be way too like Mardi Gras, too wild. But it was so family friendly. Like it was amazing.
What you had the beads for?
Just because Riot was like everybody
okay.
gave Riot beads. Riot had
Put it on riot.
fucking the biggest like beads and a big old shamrock light up necklace. Like he was like the star of the what do you call that? It's not Broadway, Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
It was crazy.
Bourbon
There was a big
Street
old
on St.
parade.
Patrick's Day.
I thought it was gonna be real wild, but it was so like family friendly.
Well, that's not what
It
St.
was
Patrick's.
crazy.
I think that's only about that one.
But I just think
3-day
Bourbon Street.
yeah.
I think Mardi Gras.
I get what you're
wild
saying. It's
shit.
that 3-day period though that they let loose. The rest of the year, I think they're normal people, but they get wild.
Oh, they're
They
not
eat
normal,
Food.
but-
They eat food. They do their shit, but they don't do
We
that.
found an ice cream store. It was great.
Have you ever taken him to the Detroit parade?
Nope.
St. Patrick's Day parade? Oh, you got to take him to that. On Michigan Ave. I think it's what, from 6th Street to 14th Street, I believe.
Not a big parade guy.
Have you went with Donnie?
No.
No, or Jason Hunter.
No.
Oh, it's a big parade deal. Don't. God, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
I
because
feel
I'm
like
melting
I'm
in my
not a parade
boys.
guy.
Boys, I'm melting in my seat. I think I've gotten lower and lower.
You look pretty low right now.
Pretty comfortable, but I am buzzed
Tie
up.
your fucking shoes on the way out.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, motherfuckers!
St. Patty's Day.
Happy paint peas.
Wheels up.